go. We're out in the sticks today. Hello once again, YouTube. Andy with you with a little drone flying video. So today we are out at a place called Ashdown Wood, and not to be mistaken with Ashdown Forest, which is in the southeast of England. I've been here before flying my drones with my little DJI Mini 2. Today we've got the Neo with us. I've also got my Mini 2 as well, just in case the Neo doesn't work for any reason. But to be honest, I'm really quite impressed with the little thing. Skies are fairly bright, so there shouldn't be a problem with the light issue. Satellites, oh, I can't see any, so I don't know about that. Wind wise, it's not too bad, to be fair. It's a good day today. Anyway, I should go and get myself set up, and we'll take the Neo out for another flight. See how we get on with it. And I'll flick you around. We get filming on 1080p 60 frames per second. It's about as much as my little PC at home can actually take. We're flying off in this direction over here. Right, in search of whatever we can see, really, pretty much. Right, we just have a nice cruise through this wood. We just see what there is. There might be something interesting in here. We want to stick it on the old big screen, guys, because that way you might just see we just see a little bit more, really. Right, so we cruise through this lovely wood, and we shall see what there is. I never know, you might see something interesting. Normally something interesting to see around these places. Go back to myself. Let's scoot over here, shall we? See what there is around here. Could be a little bit more, I'll say reckless is probably the wrong word, actually. I can cut loose a bit more with this thing just because of the amount of safety it actually offers me, because of the prop guards. It's very well protected, this little drone, so I can afford to just fly perhaps a little bit quicker, I suppose, and go to places a bit more risky perhaps. Anyway, right, okay. Right, just going to bring it back towards myself a little bit. Obviously, I've got to try and keep it within a certain distance of myself. Okay, I'm just concentrating. If I go a bit quiet, guys, it's because I'm just trying to concentrate a little bit on my flying. Really nice around here. Yeah, this drone's absolutely perfect for this kind of environment. Perhaps you can just cut loose a little bit and, you know, go kind of Tarzan style, if you like. Okay. Nothing to report yet, I don't think. This thing is a bit noisier than the DJI Mini 2 series. which is fine. Okay, let's have a look up here. I just find this a great way to relax. It just concentrates my mind on keeping the drone in a fairly straight line ish. Anyway, yeah, this is quite a dense wood, this one. You've got to be on form, let's say, to keep this thing airborne. Oh, hang on, a bit close. Just get one or two little glitches now. I think it's probably because of the canopy. I think perhaps the satellites are perhaps not quite getting through the canopy at some point, but I might be wrong. There we go. Anyway, I want to say a big shout out to those people who helped me out of a bit of a sticky situation. I was kind of disappointed a few days ago when I first got this thing. I just couldn't seem to get it to work. I think the issue was regarding the lack of light hitting the sensor. There's a sensor at the bottom of the drone. I think all drones, in fact, got like a little sensor at the bottom, and the light wasn't kind of getting to it, and therefore,
home point updated.
Okay, and therefore I've just had a bit of a crash, I think. Sorry about that. Okay, it'll be fine. This thing is really tough. Yeah, it was just the lack of light really coming onto the sensor at the bottom of the drone itself. Right, okay, so we've got a man down. It's only literally about 25 meters over that way, so I'll go and pick it up and we'll start again. We have found a little drone, a bit too low I think to the ground there, and it crashed on me. Okay, have a little look at it. We've got 64% battery power left. You've got to be really unlucky to damage this little drone. It's almost indestructible, and that's one of the reasons why I bought it, literally to fly around places like this. You know, it's an absolute obstacle course, but to me it just tests my drone flying ability. It really does sharpen up my my skills when flying drones in environments like this. Right, let's go for another flight. Right, flight number 2, here we go. Filming. Okay, right, we're down to 50% on the battery. Let's take you down that way, I think. Yeah, I think so. Right, here we go then. Go that way, I think. Right, okay, flight number 2 then. Let's see how this one goes, shall we? If there's anything out there interesting to see. I have seen a number of deer running around, just I don't think I've spotted any with my drone yet, although that might change at some point. So I'm just going to fly around this little part of the wood just to see really what there is. Just so beautiful this time of year with the colour of the leaves. They're starting to change. Oh gosh, it's really kind of it's very interesting out there, isn't it? Let's say. Yeah. Oh, hello.
Landing.
Don't land. Cancel landing. Right, I tried to push it down then, but for some reason it didn't go down. I'm not sure why. Got away with it though. I think with the DJI Mini 2 that would have been, well, in the trees pretty much. But I'm very glad to report that this thing, so that's a big advantage with this thing, you know. What brings the drone down basically is the props hitting something. That's what will bring it down. With the prop guards on this, I mean, you can almost plow through some things, you know, and kind of get away with it. Amazing little drone, really. It shoot at 1080p as well. The quality it is pretty good, to be fair. It's all right. I don't need any more than 1080p, to be honest, on my videos, mainly because YouTube, what they tend to do with it, they just tend to knock it down themselves. You know, you can upload in 4K or you can create something in 5.7K, but it won't necessarily be uploaded to YouTube in that particular quality, so you tend to lose some, unfortunately. Right, let's see if we can just...
Battery level is low.
Right, I'm getting low battery.
Aircraft will return to the home point in 10 seconds.
Right, we're going to cancel that because I'm down to 28%. I'm sure I've got another 2 or 3 minutes fly time in that battery. When it gets super duper critical, that's when I'll start to panic a bit. But it's not far away. It's only maybe 40-50 meters away. I can still just about hear it. So nothing much to be concerned about. It's not as if I'm flying over water either, so that's fine. There we go, guys. Just nice to go to places where you wouldn't normally go. Right, okay, bit of open land here. Right, I'll start to bring it back towards myself now. Just about, if I look over, I can just about see it, but I'm looking at my screen, concentrating fully on the task at hand, bringing it back to myself. Yeah, it's good to get out here and fly the little drone. This is just my escape. I mean, I haven't got much in the way of hobbies. This is basically it. Coming out here, I mean, I used to play a lot of golf once upon a time, but my golfing days are pretty much behind me now.
Critically low battery warning.
Okay. Right, I don't want to land really. It wants to land. It wants to come home. If I can just push it a bit more. Right, it's really wanting me to come home. So I'll bring it back towards myself, I think. No, it wants to land. Okay, we've had another bit of a crash, but that's not too bad. It's only about 35-40 meters over to my left hand side, so we'll go and pick it up, and we'll see what else there is to see around here. But it's pretty much all like this, pretty much. Let's have a third and possibly final flight. Okay, right, so once again, fly around the area, see what there is. Yeah, it's rather fun, this. I'm finding it fun being out here in the countryside. Just cruising around, just me and the little drone and a couple of little doggies. Cool. Yeah. Right. I'll go low and slow. Yeah, this thing is kind of noisy, really. It's a shame they weren't kind of silent. Would be absolutely great, wouldn't it? If they were, that'd be perfect, because you can then stealthily creep up on deer and whatever else, really, pretty much. Okay, whoops, daisy. Okay, carry on. Yeah, so anyway, what I was saying before, with the sensors at the bottom of the drone, it needs to know how far it is from, let's say, the ground. Okay, it needs that. If it hasn't got that, then it's going to struggle. It'd be bouncing all over the place. Just a bit like what I had.
Home point updated.
A bit like what I had the other day, really. Absolute nightmare. I thought I spent £300 and I thought I rinsed £300, put it that way. But I'm very glad to say that it's working perfectly. It's doing an absolute sterling job for me. It really is. Very happy with it. Right, we just cruise up here, see what there is. You never know, you might see something interesting, let's say. As I say, there's lots of deer in this wood. I've seen them running around, but I just haven't, I don't think I've caught them on camera. I'm just basically keeping this thing in the air and looking at my my surroundings, pretty much. But you never know, you might come across something. Okay, right, let's have a stealthily little fly through this part of the wood. Hang on a minute, don't go there. Bit of a dead end. We go this way instead. Yeah. Just sneak through these woods, and it's very kind of it's very dense out there, isn't it, with the amount of vegetation on the floor. That's going to thin out in the winter time. There'd be literally nothing on the floor, pretty much. Yeah. Let's go in here, shall we? Yes. Looks like there could be dinosaurs in here or something. But really, it's just nice to be out here and concentrate on this. It really does take my mind away from the absolute shit show that's going on in the world at the moment. What with going on, with Israel, Lebanon, and possible confrontation with Iran. That wouldn't go down too well, would it? That would probably be World War III, and I think we can all probably kiss our backsides goodbye on that one. I do hope and I do pray that it doesn't come to that. And obviously we've got the ongoing situation in Ukraine at the moment, with the war there with Russia. Once again, that could all go a bit sideways, couldn't it? Obviously we're hoping it doesn't do that, but the thing is, you just never know. Okay, let's bring it back towards myself, shall we? Yeah, I was a bit concerned with this drone regarding the amount of fly time, which I might not have, but to be honest, belting it around the woods like this, I think 15, 20 minutes, 25 minutes is probably enough for what I do, to be honest. here. See what there is. See some wildlife. Yeah, so yeah, your drone flying skills okay. I find with myself doing this more and more, I think my drone flying skills have, I like to say that they've improved. Obviously the more you fly, the more you practice flying your drone, especially in environments like this, you can only get better. I think you can only get better. If you can fly in places like this, then pretty much you can fly almost anywhere, I'd say. Just got to go a bit steady, that's all. You cannot still go belting it around. Although this thing is pretty much indestructible, you still have to have some respect, let's say. Ooh, tree. Oh gosh. Oh well, there we go. I want to have a shortcut. Anyway, I'm only about 45 meters over in that direction, so we'll go and pick it up and then we'll probably call that a day, I think. But it's been interesting. I've got about, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 minutes fly time from this little drone. It's on two bars, 7 minutes thereabouts. I'm just wondering whether it can actually fly and follow me out of the wood. Let's give it a go, see if we can do it. Right chap, show us what you can do, eh?
Droney. Circle. Rocket. Spotlight. Helix. Follow. Medium. Follow. 3, 2, 1.
Hey, right, that's going to be shooting on 4K, okay? I haven't changed it over yet. So it's shooting on 4K. Let's see how we get on with it.